Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Bumblebees. My name is Smita and I'm excited to have you all here. Today I'm sharing with you all how I made this beautiful three-dimensional poppy using texture paste. Without further ado, let's begin. So we start by covering our wooden tile, which is 9 by 9 inches in size, with a texture paste. The idea is to cover the tile evenly, and I have already done these steps in my previous videos, so I'm just going to show you the finished tile. I have used some stencil to create a beautiful background for this tile, and will just repeat the same process using the texture paste. So once our tile is ready, we move on to our first petal. We are making fan petals here. Now this particular petal the first petal that I'm trying to put is curled towards the left. So I have to take it on the right side of my palette knife. And once I'm happy with the petal, how it has turned out and all, I'm just going to put it on my tile like so. Just smudge it on one side, press the knife firmly and place the petal onto the tile. And I follow the same process to do the other petals. So now once we are done with the petal, we just take a wet brush, paintbrush, and we smooth the petal out to make it look natural. And now we are going to make the second half of this petal, and the curl should be towards the right. That is, we have to pick the paste so that it extends from the left side of our palette knife. So that's what I'm doing here. So here I'm making another fan petal, and I'm going to put it on top of the petal that I've already placed onto the tile. So that's how I'll just put it on top of the tile, smudging it a little bit in the center so that it gets fixed onto the tile. That's how, and give it a shape and try to merge and remove any small lint that is around the petal. Now I take the second petal, one half of it, the right side. It's a fan petal which is curled towards the left, so this I place on top of it, just opposite to the first petal that I have placed onto the tile. Fix this in the center by smudging it a little bit onto the tile. Here I'm making another fan petal. Now this one is curling towards the left, so I'm just spreading the plaster thinly and trying to make this fan petal to put it on our base. This will serve as a second half of our second petal. Once you're happy with the length and how much it has curled, we just place it onto the tile like so. I'll just smudge it in the center very nicely by not too much pressure, but yes, a slight pressure so that it gets attached to the tile, and that's about it. I'm going to adjust it a little bit with a brush and curl it a little bit, remove the lines, merge the lines that are looking quite strong, just merge so that it all looks like one petal, and curl the edges. Let's now make the third petal. Again, I'm going to make it in two parts. One fan petal which is curling on the left and one which is curling on the right. So I've made one petal. I'm going to put it on my paper. I find it very easy like this, and it's very easy to pick it up from this paper. This is a butter paper that you usually get in any grocery store. and that's my second half of this petal. I'm going to smudge it on top of this and make the whole petal on the paper itself so that I can just transfer it onto my palette directly. Now this one is a petal which is in the center and it is kind of standing in the middle, so arrange it properly so that we can make it in the center, just like so. Curl it from the edges so that it feels as if it's going around the center part of the flower. Remove any extra small lines that are stuck onto the petal. Just give it a shape to your liking with a brush and a palette knife. I'm trying to give a curve to it at the edge so that it looks naturally, it's like coming up from the base. So that's what I'm trying to do here. And now it's time for the center part of the flower. I just place it on top of it and we'll put the black pollens on top of it around the flower. So once I'm done with the center part of the flower, it's time to put the fourth petal onto the flower. This one is also standing vertically. Now I have to place it in such a way that it feels as if it's coming underneath this center part, and I have to curl it under it and tuck it under. So that's what I have tried to do here. Just tuck it and adjust it to your liking. Smooth it out with a wet brush, and that will be our first flower. Now we'll go ahead and make a small half open flower on this portion of the tile. So I find it very easy to make it on the paper, the petals, and then place them here. So now this is a small bud again which is half open. So this has two petals to it which are curling on top of each other. So this is the right side petal. I tuck it under and then curl it over itself. Then likewise similarly we'll make another petal which is now curling towards right, and the base of these two petals should seem like coming from one point so that it feels as if it's a small bud. So yeah, that's it. I place it on top of it. If it shifts down, don't worry, just push it up and place it, adjust it, and that's about it. Adjust the folds of the petal that you have made. See, it looks nice and sturdy, gives a lot of 3D effect to the flower. Adjust the petals as the flower is drying. That will help us. In this square panel, my camera stopped rolling. I did not realize, and I finished making the slide, and that's why I'm making another one. Now this one, this time I have taken a round base, and I'll again make the poppy on this. Big flower here. There is a small bud here that I plan to make, and then one half open flower facing this side and a few petals here. So I'll quickly go through the first three petals that are placed on the tile. As you can see here, I have 3 petals, 1 petal already here. I'm placing the second petal now, and quickly we will do the third petal, which is vertical, and we'll try to bend it in the center so that it feels as if it is going around the middle portion of the flower there. That we are going to make now, which is this one. And I have given some lines on top of it, and now I'm putting the pollen, the black pollens. Because the vertical petal was falling down, I'm trying to put some cotton at the back so that it stays upright while it dries. And now comes the fourth petal, which is also kind of vertical, and to support it I have used some tissue so that it also doesn't fall down. So very quickly I have made my first poppy here that you can see. I'll remove the tissues once the flower is little dry so that the petals, they retain the shape. In this I will make 2 petals which curl, and this is done by forming one right curl and the left curl in a fan kind of petal. So we're just going to place them one on top of each other to give a illusion of a small bud which is just opening. So that's the right petal that I'm putting. So I'm going to first put it upside down so that I can fix it on one side, and then I'm going to curl it over it. This will also hide the fixture that we have done on the tile. So this one, what we're trying to do in this one is like it's half open. So we have to make half of this flower like this or like this way, sitting there. So this is half petal, which is this. We'll make one petal which is coming out like that, and then we'll make another half here. So I'm going to use this one. This is the left side petal. Again, I'm going to follow the same process. I'll try to fix it at the base and then curl it on itself so that we also hide what we have fixed, and also the petal curls. It gives it some shape, and again the same process as the earlier flower, the green center and the pollens, the black pollens around. We'll make another small bud now. Now this is the bud I was talking to you earlier about, one which is curving on the left side and the other petal which is curling on the right side. So we'll just arrange both of them beautifully together so that they look as if they're just opening. Fix them properly onto the tile so that they don't come apart, and then just cover one small edge with the other edge and give the illusion of a bud. We take some green plaster and we are going to make the base of this bud. This is just done using two oval petals, so one over the other, and we'll go over this process really quickly. So once I'm happy with the petal I made, I'm just going to place it onto the right side of the base of the bud that we just made, and I'm going to make another left one and just curl it on top of it, just like so. Tuck it under so that it looks as if it's a three-dimensional curved one. The curve should go inside underneath the petal. Now we make another small bud. This time it has just one petal which is curling on itself, and again I fix at the base and then curl it onto the fixture so that we can hide the thing and the petal looks beautiful from the top. And we're just going to make a small green base to it and then move on with our next bud. Same process, two small oval petals arranged in a way that they give you an illusion of the base of the bud. And this is a bud which has not popped at all, the green bud that poppy has. So this one here, and following this I'm just going to make the stems quickly, and then we'll go over the leaf because I don't want the video to be too long. This is the second tile anyways that I'm making. First one I couldn't record fully, so here this is the second one for you all. I've not added too many leaves to it, just a few leaves here and there, and we finish our tile. Thank you so much for giving your time to watch my channel and my videos. It takes a lot of effort for me to record and upload these videos. So this was about the chapter poppy in my journal. Both the tiles are looking beautiful. I'm really pleased with them for my first attempt. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'll see you soon as I add new chapters to my journey.